and welcome to this week's Sunday Catchup podcast. How are you? And how has your week been? I really hope it's been a good one. And breathe. Goodness me, where do the weeks go? It's scary. So this week I celebrated my 58th birthday on Monday and had an awesome day. So I can't wait to share that with you. It's been a busy week. I have been working, yes I have, in the shop. And I've also had a day to myself. I had a day of silence and it was incredible. And I'm going to be sharing that with you as well. And of course, there's been some learnings and it's been action-packed. So I'm really excited. But first of all, how was your week? What's the one thing that you loved from your week? What did you enjoy? And what did you learn? Can you remember? It just goes by in such a blur, doesn't it? It really does. So where shall I start? Shall I start with my birthday? It was amazing. The weather has been so kind to us and it started raining Saturday. But on Monday, on my birthday, the sun was blazing and it was beautiful. So I got up and went for a run. Yes, I have been keeping up the runs. I managed to do a couple this week. I did one on Monday, one on Wednesday, and I was going to do one on Friday, but I think I slept in or something happened and I didn't get to do it and haven't got to do it since. I don't want to run in the rain. But I've been just busy. So, Anyway, coming back to my birthday, of course, went for a run and then we went to the coast in the afternoon, evening with Amelia and Will. And we met up with Scott and Nicola, our friends who joined us, which was really nice. And we went for a lovely walk. A favourite place, and then we went back and had dinner. And the best bit of it really was sitting out in the garden having a spicy margarita because I had to have one because it was my birthday, and that was really nice. And I had a glass of beers, and then we had a lovely meal in the restaurant, and it was really good fun. Scott and Nicola are such a hoot, and we just laughed loads. And isn't that so important with friends, that you laugh? Life is just too serious, too busy, too chaotic. And so Monday was just a reminder just to laugh and have fun. And it was just really super nice. It was such a casual day and I loved every minute of it. The morning after my run, got ready for the day. Will cooked breakfast. Amelia joined us. She'd made a little birthday table thing that we do, and I had opened my cards and I had a few little prezzies, and everyone was so thoughtful. Will's going to take me away. We're going to go to Buckler's Yard, which is, he's been wanting to take me there for ages, so we're going to get that booked up and spend the night there, have some food and some chill. So that was my birthday present from him, and yeah, the girls spoiled me as always, and I'm a very lucky mama. I really am. And I'll tell you what we did on Tuesday in a minute. But I have a funny little story, just a funny little story. It might have been one of those funny stories that happened in the moment and you really needed to be there. But on the way down to the coast, and we like to go to East Preston. Oh, let me just back up for a minute because a friend bought us, or bought me, I should say, for my birthday, but obviously it's going to be us that's going to be drinking it because I'm not going to be able to drink the whole bottle myself. Some rosé sparkling wine from a vineyard called Wistone, and it's on the A24, and we actually drive past it every time we go down to East Preston where we walk. And as you know, we do like a walk along the coast because you can't beat the English coast. Is just so beautiful and it's so nice down there. We just love it. And we pass it, but never noticed it before. And it was so presented so nicely. It was a birthday gift and it was in a lovely pink box. Anyway, on our way down, of course, we spotted it. So we're gonna visit there another time. We didn't plan it in our day that day because we didn't know we were going to pass it and it was going to be that easy, but we'll do that next time, and I'll share that with you on the next thing, what that's like, because it's quite a small place, and I'll let you know what the sparkling wine's like. But that was a really nice gift and really lovely that it's on the way down to where we love to go as well. So that can't wait to have that magical time when we go there. But do you remember a few podcasts ago we told you that we went to this NEP, Wilding? I thoroughly recommend it. It's really lovely. The walks are amazing. There's 2 parts to it. There's the cafe in the shop and walks. And then there's a camping bit, which we haven't explored yet, yoga. So I wanted to go down there because I wanted to show Amelia it. And because she was sharing it with my birthday, Harriet was camping in Cornwall and was coming back, so she couldn't join us. Otherwise, she'd have been there. I'm going to cut this story really short. But basically, we went to this place and I wanted to have a coffee and I wanted to show Amelia because it's her vibe. It's like... It reminds us of the place we went to in Bali, and it's just really nice. And it's like a Beaver Brook, calm, like National Trust kind of vibe that they want to do. I won't go to the cafe again because of what happened. And it's really hard, isn't it, when you have this high expectation when you visit for the first time, but you don't go to the cafe and then have a lovely time on the walk, and you want to show your friends and your family. So anyway, so we go on my birthday, we go to the cafe, and it's really windy at the particular moment that we went. And we went, so we thought we'd go indoors, and we get there. And the first thing that happened was that the hostess, who was the greeter, was facing us. She was on the phone. We turn up, wait to be seated, and she turns her back on us and carries on with her conversation, which is fine. You know, it's fine. And none of this bothered us because actually we found it really, really funny. But she then turned around and said, sorry, just on the phone directions. But it was about 2 minutes in. And you were just waiting. And then we said we wanted a coffee and we wanted a cake because we were going to eat in a few hours. And she said, oh, sorry, you can't have it in here, but you can have it outdoors. And you have to go over to the other place to go and order it. So, of course, okay, no problems. Thank you for telling us. So over we go to the little like caravan thing. And there's a couple of people in front of us, which is fine. There's no problems, easy going, da-da-da-da-da. And then it's our turn, and this guy just like swoops in front of us, and we're just standing there, the 3 of us, and he starts to order, and then he looks at us and goes, oh, sorry, were you waiting? We're like, yeah, because it's my birthday, we don't want to cause a fuss, it's just all chilled. And he said, oh, sorry. But then we went in front of him, but he didn't move. It was just really funny. So that's number 2 that happened. And these are all like champagne problems. These aren't great things. It's just a funny story. And then, so then we say to her, oh, have you got any scones? Because, of course, I love a scone, whatever you call it. I love one. There's a funny story about Cornwall and cream tea. So just scones are really funny as far as our family is concerned. And in the other place, there was this sign for scone. Anyway, they didn't have the scone and on there, and so I said, okay, I'll go back to where we were. I'll see if I can get us a scone. And then so I went there. Asked if we could order the scones. Yes, you can. What were they eating outside? No problems. Okay. So then this young girl took me to a till, went to pay, went to order. Oh, first of all, I needed a table number. So I had to go back outside, get the table number. She had to move to another till. No credit card machine. So I had to go to another till. Then she took me back to the one before. Then we had to go back. Oh, my goodness me. Honestly. And the thing was, we could have ordered our coffee and our scones from there. It was nuts. Shall I tell you how much the scones were? £6.50 each for some little bit of jam and some butter. £6.50 each. So Amelia, bless her, paid. She didn't know. I think she got a rough idea of the price, but it was £13. So these 2 scones and 3 coffees came to like £25, £28. I don't mind paying. It's my birthday and all the rest of it. But why was it so expensive? And why couldn't we have ordered our coffee and scones before we even sat down? But we found the whole thing hilarious. And then just to cap it off, I said to her, is this going to be added onto... This was 2:30, by the way, and they were just serving lunch in there still, which is why they wouldn't let us sit in there in the first place. I said, will it be added to the lunch order, because obviously we've got our coffees, blah, blah, blah. She said, no, it'll be done, it'll be out. And of course it wasn't, was it? And it was just funny. And then this waitress just turned up and she said, 2 scones. She couldn't find the table. And she just like plonked it on the table and then walked the other way. You know, I like good customer service, but I just felt sorry for them all because they all weren't very happy. There was a big sign up saying that they won't tolerate any abuse from customers. And there just didn't seem any leadership or any like training for the team. And we just found it really funny because I didn't want to get stressed on my day. I really like customer service. I try and pride ourselves on customer service in Quest. I've been in retail for so many years, and customer service I just think is really important because we want to feel valued, and also we're spending money with them, so you as a customer you want to feel valued. Agreed. And so yeah, it was just a comedy of errors, but it just added to the birthday, and I just thought it was just really, really funny. As I say, maybe you had to be there, but it's just a funny story, and it's just like, it's so important, that training for the team, and it's so important to have one person that can project manage, because this poor girl on the coffee thing, she was on her own, and there was at least 5 or 6 people in the other place, but this poor girl in a caravan-y, whatever they call it, silver thing, she was on her own and she had no support, no help, and it was just, really felt for them. So I think they do need to kind of, in my humble opinion, have a look at that and get that better. Will did leave a review, a very nice review, but one just saying that it was a bit of a comedy of errors. But anyway, didn't spoil the day. It was amazing, had a lovely birthday, and it was really cool. And it was just really nice. So that was that. And then on Tuesday, we went to, the girls, for my Mother's Day present, had booked for us to go to tapas in Richmond. And I can't remember what it is. It's on the river. It begins with B. Really nice. Very nice. Girls and I had such a ball. We had such fun. The weather was a bit iffy, but it was okay. And yeah, love Richmond. Such a nice vibe down there on the river. Really is. And we loved it. It was really nice, and I thoroughly recommend it. If I could remember the name, it would be great. But it begins with B. It's on the river, and it's lovely. Really nice. Tapas was amazing. It tasted so good, and I love being with the girls. Don't you just love being with young energy? Just such a nice vibe, and it was just so nice. And they really spoiled me, and I had a lovely time. Really nice. So it was a bit of a self-indulgent couple of days, but you know, I have been dreading age 58. I've really not been looking forward to it because of all what's going on astrologically, not because of the age, because obviously we're changing all the time and we can't fight that. And it's just about, you know, we only suffer, don't we, if we don't go with the change. So it's just rolling with it. So it wasn't that. But I've been like really stressed, or a little bit like, what's going to happen, because so many astrologers have told me that 58 is really karmic and that something big's going to happen and all the rest of it. And so I've kind of been a bit like trying to plan for this time, but then I've caught colds trying to plan, and instead of just letting things go, just move along gracefully. I think there's a time and place for astrology, and I think there's a time and place for anything. You know, I do palm readings, and there's a time and place for those when we need a bit of inspiration or we just need a bit of insight. But when people tell you things and you don't even ask for it, which has happened in the past, this kind of whole astrology thing I've blown this up into such huge proportions that I think I've just tried and dabbled in things over the years because of the fear of what it was going to be, because nobody could tell me exactly what it's going to be. So it's going to be interesting how this whole evolves over the next year as to what this whole massive big thing is going on at 58. And you know, it falls on my, I think it falls on my home, health, how I view the world, relationships and things like that. But there's such big changes happening in the family this year that, maybe it's just that. But I've been trying to plan and plot and everything else. What's the lesson, Carolina? What is the lesson? And I just think it's just about, I honestly believe that it's about, there's me slapping my leg there, that it's about being in the present moment. That's the one thing that I've learned. Honestly, I have been planning for 2 or 3 years. I've tried new businesses, I've tried different things, and just life hasn't worked out. And I just think it's just coming back to this moment and what is the best thing I can do in this moment, and coming back to what I was talking about in the podcast last week about these signals and about the noise. And if we can do that every single day, then we'll be going in the right direction. Fear is huge. And I think that I was listening to a little thing on YouTube yesterday about Buddhism, and they're just saying about where we suffer is when we don't let go, and that knowing that change is inevitable and just going with it. But our mind grips onto this fear. It really does. And mine certainly has been about age 58. And so, just going to chill out. I just need to chill out and just come into the moment. So this is like big learnings, massive learnings. And it's been quite... it's this week, because having turned 58 now, I've been kind of quite inward and just kind of processing this whole thing, and just been searching and looking for, and just having daily reminders of the whole Buddhist philosophy and the whole thing about letting go, and coming back to the Living a Life of Magic course that I've created, and coming back to that and the truths within that about the importance of letting go, the importance and what suffering is, and just kind of coming into a peaceful place and acceptance of myself and meditation and the present moment. And it's all just come up just to like come into a whole pot. And so, so on Wednesday, there's something else funny that I want to tell you about Tuesday. So the girls had planned this really nice day, just talking about rolling with it and being in the present moment. So it is very like apt. And that is that Harriet had this, for the sweet shop, had this big order for some comb bags for a corporate company. And she did it all, and she'd been camping in Cornwall. So Will ICANN was helping her, and he organised a pickup because this company needed it for Tuesday. Anyway, he organised next day delivery and a pickup from Quest on the Monday. And of course, the blimming company, I can't remember which one it was, one of the delivery companies didn't pick it up. And so we're like in a panic. It's like, what do we do? So, of course, we go, okay, well, we'll deliver them before we go to Richmond. And Harriet felt really bad because we'd planned this day, everything else, but it couldn't be helped. And of course, that's what you do. And so we went up to Borough Market, which is where we needed to deliver them, before we went to Richmond, and we left in the morning. There was no traffic. Literally all the way up into London to Borough Market. We had no traffic. We got up there so quick. I can't say the trip from Borough Market to Richmond was as quick, and actually, even though that was a shorter run, it took a lot longer. And there was a funny story around that as well. And that is, so we did it, and it was great. And it just shows you, just be in the moment, just do what you need to do, and you do it. And we got to Richmond just after 2, and the booking was at 2, and we were going to get there and go and have a coffee and just to chill, but we didn't need to. We went to Borough Market. It was really good fun. We had a big laugh. We've laughed so much. It was such a nice week, and it was really great. But on the way back, there was so much traffic, and I really needed the toilet. I needed a wee. And we're like, sat-nav just took us through Trafalgar Square, and the traffic was just bad, and I wanted to leap out the car to go and get the hotel. But the thing is, when I need to go for a wee, I need to go for a wee. So it's like I had to go. I just couldn't like get out and risk it. What if I couldn't go? So we held on until eventually Hammersmith, there's a big BP garage there. I was so bursting by that point. My bladder was full and it was out of order. We had Amelia with us and we were like, oh, please help us. And they wouldn't. Anyway, so I had to get back in the car. Eventually, down the road, there was another garage. We got out and it was thin. I think I peed for about 2 minutes. And Amelia's waiting to use the loo. She's like, Mum, how long are you going to be? I went, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think I've ever peed for so long. Is this too much information? Maybe it is, but anyway, I don't care. I peed for so long and it just kept coming and coming. My bladder was, I don't think I've ever peed for so long, and I don't think my bladder has ever been so full. And I was very surprised that I didn't have an accident, but I didn't. I was very proud of myself. What was the lesson? Maybe to get out of the car and risk trying to go to the loo before bursting point. But thank goodness, and I thank God for providing a toilet, because anyway, there we go. Tuesday was great fun. Then Wednesday I had a day to myself and I loved it. It was amazing. I can't even remember what I did. I think I did some meditation, I did a run, I just got myself ready. I did some gardening, I did some sweeping, did some tidying, and just a day of flow. Didn't need to talk to anyone, just hid away, and I just loved it. It was absolutely lovely, and need more days like that. It was really nice. And then Thursday had a client, a spontaneous palm reading, and that went really well, and she was thrilled. I was thrilled. It went super well. It's just so nice to be able to help someone that wants to help themselves, that wants to have some insight into moving forward. I love palm readings like that, and you can tell so much from the hands, and she was thrilled. And then I had a client not turn up for a palm reading, which is so frustrating because it's the second time that's happened. 2 strikes, she's out now. I'm not booking her again. It's very frustrating. Well, I will see her again, but she obviously needs to pay up front because I had turned down clients, and that's not a good. If you work for yourself, you know how frustrating that is. And then chilled in the afternoon, which was really great. And then Friday, I worked in Quest, and I split the day with Amelia, so that was nice. And then we had a perfect evening with friends up at Box Hill. They've got a new little cabin there that they're renting out, and it was beautiful. They have the view that we used to have in our old cabin, and we just sat there and they made us a barbecue. We laughed. We had some champagne because it was like a welcoming evening. It was just really nice. Friends again, laughed, and then Saturday, I was in Quest, and we changed the shop round because the shop needed changing around. We changed the display. It was quite quiet yesterday. The weather wasn't so good, and that brings us to Sunday, where I've recorded this Sunday morning. And I'm going to be at Quest today, and I'll let you know what happens today next week. But I'm very excited for the day. I'm excited for what today brings, and we just love chatting to the customers. Love people saying, "Oh, I listened to your podcast," "Oh, I've got your app," or whatever. Or they come and we can just help them out, whether it's just a few words, or whether it's a little product, or it's a service that we can recommend. And Pauline was in yesterday doing her tarot readings, and we've got Stephen doing tarot readings today, and so they're really insightful and really helpful too. So, and I've been doing a few more Reiki with coaching sessions, which work really, really well. There is nothing like someone letting go of some beliefs and things that maybe not be working for them, and then I can clear the energy at the same time. It works so well, and it's like truths are revealed as well in the moment. So this Reiki coaching combination is just coming out, and I'm just loving it. It's just evolving itself. So what's Will I Can been doing? Well, we've got this big party next Sunday. Really pray for good weather, and he's been cracking on painting the outside, and we've been having some lovely moments together, just chilling, and we're watching White Lotus. We're on the 3rd episode of White Lotus, which is really strange. programme, but actually we're kind of a bit enthralled. So we've been what's that word, binge watching it. So yeah, that's been great. That's our week. Let me just check my notes and see if there was anything else that I wanted to talk to us. Oh yeah, thought for the week, which has come up a few times, and it's been like the theme for the week, apart from having fun and laughing and the importance of that, and also having your tribe around you. Like, we live in a really lovely community, and we have such a nice community around us, and I really love our community. And I love, we go on a little evening walk, and we stop and chat to our friend, and he has a lovely dog, and we didn't know that dogs love carrots. And then Will's got some dog biscuits, and yeah, doggy loves Will, and it's really nice just chatting for 10 minutes about the day and about stuff, and just having a laugh. And we've really been enjoying that walk, and it's just really important. And I think that's not what I was going to talk about, but I was just saying how important your tribe is, how important your friends are, how important to spend time with those people that love and care for us. And that's really been important this week, especially because it's been my birthday, and it's just, I've really felt the love, and it's just been really, really lovely. And I've been feeling huge gratitude for everybody that we know, and the community, and the community vibe, and for my friends, I'm really grateful. I know some of you listen to this, so yeah, I'm talking to you, I'm really grateful for you. And as always, everyone that makes a comment on my YouTube, or talks to me about the app, or on Instagram, or anything, I'm really grateful for you. I truly am. And we just have to do our thing, don't we? We just have to love ourselves and just do our own vibe, and just know that the universe is looking after us and providing for us, and we just roll with it. One of these other interesting things, and this wasn't what I was going to talk about, the other thing that I listened to I was in the bath, and was listening to on YouTube, and that is how we're easily forgotten. Yeah, it was like, it's so true, isn't it? How easily are we forgotten, and that's okay. Yeah, it's okay. You know, when we're not here, we're going to be forgotten really easily. We really are. And so it's like, it really humbled me, because I just thought, what am I striving for? What, we want to help others. We want to be of service. We want to do this. We want to do that. And we just beat ourselves up over the littlest thing, or we just keep, but actually the truth within that is just to stop. Just trust. Just come back to presence. And just know it's okay. Just be the best that we can be each day, and that is enough, because we're going to be easily forgotten. Oh dear. I really, that truth resonated with me. It's kind of like, come on, lighten up, Carolina. Definitely. So the theme that I want to talk to you about, because that was a theme as well, but the other theme is thought for the week. We all have challenges. We will always have challenges. We always have, we always will. And there is no point in worrying about them. There is no point in, she's talking to herself while saying this. The challenges, and it's just reminders. The challenges will always come. And as Eckhart Tolle says that when the challenges come, we have in that moment all the resources that we need in order to deal with the challenge. We have all the resources that we need in order to deal with the challenge. So if I think about the challenges that I've had in the past, I have had in the moment that the challenge has arose, all the resources that I need. So think about it in your life. Has that been the same? And it will be. No amount, our brain cannot figure out, which is what mine has been trying to do, to try and prevent whatever's going to happen in 58. But what I've realised is there's no amount my mind can figure it out. It just can't. And so I've robbed precious moments worrying about what's going to happen at 58. Whatever's going to happen at 58 onwards, I will deal with. And what if it's the best thing that could happen and I've been robbing precious moments in order for that to happen? So, present moment, enjoying the moment, knowing that the challenges will always come, but we will be able to deal with them when they arise. I believe we create more challenges in the mind worrying about them than we do when they just arise. And the other thing as well that's come up this week that I've had a couple of conversations with people about, and that is it's how we deal with the challenges that maketh a person. Because challenges will always be, and if we just trust that we have everything that we need in order to deal with the challenges, then there's no need to get stressed, there's no need to get frustrated, there's no need to have all that angst, because we can just deal with it. They come in, they go, just like the tide, in and out, in and out. And it's how we deal with the challenges when they arise that maketh the person. Interesting, huh? Interesting. Lots of food for thought there. Hope you enjoyed this week. Thank you for you. I appreciate you so much. Please reach out. Don't forget, please like whatever you listen. Please comment. If you have the app, please leave me a review. I really, really appreciate it. If you listen to this on YouTube, please like and comment. Let me know you're listening. I'd love to hear from you wherever you're listening around the world. And yeah, thank you. It really helps with the algorithms. It really helps just to get my little weekly podcast out there. You tell me you love it. Let's get it out to other people. Thank you. I'm so super grateful to you. Let's just take a breath. Breathing in it all. Knowing we only just have this moment. Welcoming in the thoughts. Welcoming in all the noise around us. Welcoming in all the aches and pains. Just giving a little thanks to our body. What's your body trying to tell you right now? The words that just came to me then was don't sweat the small stuff. And don't sweat the big stuff. Just in and out like the tide. In and out. Let's not be affected by it. In and out. Let's get control of that mind. Coming back to meditation. Coming back to stillness. And the only way into stillness is through the noise. And doing the work. The meditation work. Breathing in, breathing out, relaxing your shoulders. And just set your intention for the day or for the evening. What's your intention? Mine's to listen and to be in the present moment. Listening to others. Truly listening. What's yours? Breathing in calm. Breathing out calm. Breathing in health. Allowing your body to relax. Enjoy the rest of your day and thank you for listening. I really appreciate you. Take care. Lots of love. Bye. that's my week wrapped up. What stood out, what shifted, and what I'm taking forward. Now it's over to you. What moments shaped your week? What inspired you? Let's keep the conversation going. Come and connect with me on @thesoulcoach or YouTube and let me know your thoughts. If this episode spoke to you, feel free to share it, tag me, or send it to someone who might enjoy it too. See you next week for another reflection. But until then, take care, stay present, and keep journeying within.